this video I'm going to show you a really fun watercolor clear emboss resist technique. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe, and also you can click the link here to visit my blog. I'll have a PDF download with this full tutorial and an alternate idea using the same supplies, maybe a couple different colors, for you to reference later. So are you ready? Let's get started. I have my supplies all ready. I have some watercolor paper and some ink pads in a rainbow array, some white and clear embossing powder, and our Casual Comfort Casual Fridays stamp set. So the first thing I'm going to do, well, I've already done it. I've die cut my circle with circle framelets, and we're then going to do our stamping. I'm going to clear emboss this stamp. This little embossing thing is brand new to me, and so instead of reading the directions, I was playing with it. You can take this bottom off, and I did, and powder went all over the place, so it's my second mess with this. But there's powder in this, and it has this cool little brush, and it's just going to remove the static from my paper so that embossing powder doesn't stick to places I don't want it to. And I've got powder all over me. All right, so we're gonna ink up this stamp with the Versamark ink pad. And if I can figure out where I stamped the first time, I want to do another little sprig here. Then I'm going to cover this in clear embossing powder. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but my stem didn't make it quite all the way down off the page, and I don't want it to look like a sprig hanging out in midair. So I'm just going to extend that stem there. I'll use my heat tool to melt that embossing powder. It'll just take a minute. I'm just squeezing the ink pad so that I get a nice pool of ink on the lid, and that gives me a nice color palette to work from. I want these colors to move and blend with each other, so I have a little spritzer bottle here, and I'm going to wet my paper. And because this is watercolor paper, it can take quite a bit of water, so I'm not worried about getting too much. And then I'm going to dip my aqua painter into the colors and just paint. I'm going to keep my little scratch paper here so I can wipe off my aqua painter brush when I change colors if I want to. And I am squeezing my aqua painter just a little bit to get some more water out, just to make sure these colors are running and blending. Now I've got some really cool mixing going on right here. You can see that when the paper gets wet like this, it curls and warps a bit, and that's okay because when it dries we can deal with that. And I've got all my color on here, so now I'm just going to let it sit and dry. One thing I love about this set is all the little sentiments. There are all these different words and coupling of words that you can mix and match. So I chose the Sending Love and Happiness, and I'm lining them up the way I want them stamped. And it's nice to have photopolymer stamps in this way because you can do that, and then you can pick them all up with one block. And we'll just stamp these in Versamark. I think I messed up on that S. I kind of set it down and then moved it, so let me stamp that again. All right, white embossing powder, and then I'll emboss that. Now when this was drying, I did add a little bit of heating from my heat tool, and you can see I have some little watermarks around on some of these sections of this card, and that is from the heat tool pushing the water, and I think it adds a really cool effect. So you can let it dry on its own the way it wants to, or you can help it along with the heat tool. Depends on your patience level and the look you're going for. Now one tip I have for helping this lay flat is to cut out another shape the exact same size to back it, and then you can adhere them together, and that will help this lay flat. And then of course we gotta add a lot of adhesive to attach it to the card to also help it lay flat. All right, so I had a couple ideas for sentiments. So I did the sending love and happiness, and I was gonna add it here. I'm thinking I don't want to go that way because it covers up too much of this beautiful watercolored circle. So then I stamped them and heated them again, and then just cut them out, and I think I like that better. And I'm purposely adding these a little bit cattywampus. Now, what watercolor rainbow card wouldn't be complete without sequins? So I have a couple of these sparkling clear from Pretty Pink Posh, and we'll just add a couple of these on the project and we'll be done. Thank you for watching my video today, and if this is your first time watching any of my videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can get updates whenever I add a new video, and check out my website at catherinepooler.com for lots more inspiration and fun stamping stuff. Thank you so much and have a great day.